Welcome to the Ordinary Doula podcast with Angie Rozier, hosted by Hatched and Latched. Here, we explore the many layers of pregnancy, labor, birth, breastfeeding, and postpartum life through the lens of more than 20 years in a busy doula practice supporting thousands of families. Whether you are preparing for birth, navigating feeding, or adjusting to life with a new baby, this podcast is designed to offer practical knowledge, thoughtful conversation, and empowering support for the real experiences of parenthood.
Hello and welcome to the Ordinary Doula podcast. On this podcast, we like to, just like from real world perspective, help people prepare for labor, for birth, for postpartum, for breastfeeding, that whole chapter of life that is pretty all-consuming when you're in it. Some people are in it for a long time, and it's a cool chapter of life. So we like to help people during that process, of course. And I want to take you on a little bit of a working session today. I love what I do. I think you know that. I absolutely love supporting families, preparing families, and helping them throughout the process of childbirth and lactation. Just this week I was doing a lactation visit, and this particular couple had also taken a class. I taught a childbirth class, and she had commented, I was visiting them in their home, and she had commented how important it was to take that class, and I mean, any class, right? Any kind of preparation, how important it was. She goes, it helped us know so much what to expect so that we weren't afraid. We could make better decisions. And that helping them through the lactation process it was cool. It was cool to see it come kind of full circle and to be able to see them with the baby on the other side of all that now after so much anticipation of so many months of that. Well, today I want to take you through an odd working session. I'm going to do something that I have been dreading for a long time and not wanting to do. I think I get a little superstitious in my practices as a doula and a lactation consultant, and it's time. It's just time for me to make this change. And that change is my doula bag. So I think I've told you before, my husband calls me the bag lady because I have a different, depending on what I'm walking out of the house to do, I have a different bag. I have 4 different bags that I take out of the house. One is for birth doulas. If I'm going to a hospital or home birth, I take a certain bag. One is for doing hospital lactation work. I do a little bit of hospital lactation work, so I take my hospital lactation bag. One is my home lactation bag. If I'm doing lactation visits, I take a different bag for that. And then one is my postpartum overnight bag. So if I'm doing a baby overnight, I'll take a different bag for that. So it is time to retire my very oldest bag, and that is my birth doula bag. And I want to do that right now with you because I've been dreading it, and I thought it'd be fun to do it together. The reason I'm dreading it is because I love this bag. Nothing special about it. It's not even cute. I got it. Do you remember Shopko? Is there even any Shopkos? I don't think Shopko's a thing anymore, but I got this just at Shopko like years ago, maybe 12, 15 years ago, something like that, maybe more. This is my second or third doula bag of my career. It's been my favorite one. It is black. I'll have some posts about this on social media. It is a cute little size. I don't know, some people have big bags. I have kind of a small birth bag. So I'm going to take contents out, tell you what I have in there, and then I'm going to be able to put them into my new bag. And now I did get a new bag months ago, probably like 7 or 8 months ago. But again, this bag's fallen apart. It does, honestly. I've been worried the last couple of births I've gone to if some of the handles were going to start ripping out because sometimes it gets a little heavy when I'm coming out. Depending on what is in it when I come and go from birth. So I'm pulling things out. I just pulled out a binder, and this is actually I'm a pretty simple human, and this is the same bag I also take to prenatal visits when I'm preparing people. So I'll take this to their first and second prenatals and their birth, same bag. And I just pulled out a binder. In this binder, I have little handouts that I will give, little visuals that I leave with people as I prepare them. So I walk them through through the stages of labor and coping mechanisms, and I have some visuals. So it holds my handouts, basically. It also has in it my birth notes. So I have a page that I've created years ago that I'll take birth notes on so I can keep track of what goes on during someone's labor. I love providing a birth story, which I do for all my clients. They have kind of a written, I'll type up their notes in a little cute format, but they have a memory, a record of how their labor went, because a lot of times we forget that. Okay, diving into my bag again, just pulled out a handful of pens. Great, glad I have some pens. Okay, pulling out now, this is something I'm going to throw away, but something I've had for a few years now. And this is a variety of masks. Back in the COVID days, you might hear me working these masks. Back in the COVID days, we had to wear masks. Well, we couldn't go to hospitals for a while, but then when we did, we had to wear masks. So I have a variety of masks that were given to me, sometimes by hospitals, by clients, or ordered or specially fit. I think I might not keep those in there, but those are some nice. I got some N95 masks, a couple of them that were probably specially fitted to me at some point. That's taking up a little bit of space that I really don't use. What else do I have in that compartment? Oh, I have some gloves. So some sterile gloves in my size that I carry just in case. I have never used them, but just in case there's something that goes awry at home and we get a quick home birth or something, then I have that. I also have a cord clip. Didn't know I had that. Just in case we need that. And I do carry a couple things. Again, I have accidentally caught a couple babies just because nobody else was in the room, but I don't make a practice of it for sure, and have a couple things just in case. All right, next little pocket here. This I do use a lot, taking it out of the inner pocket. This is my rebozo, and it's, I love this rebozo. I've had it for a really long time. It's, I have a couple different ones, but this one's my favorite. It's a kind of a gray color with some rust colored fabric on it. I got it from a place in Mexico, and I absolutely love this rebozo and the work that I get to do with it. I pull it out at well over half my births, I think. Next little thing I'm pulling out is a bag of visual aids that I use at all the time at my prenatal visits. And so this has like a cervix in it, and miniature style, right? Like not a real one, a model. It has a uterus, it has a amniotic sac, it has a baby and a pelvis. And so I pull that out and help people understand how babies rotate, descend, all that. I keep it in my birth bag as well because I do like to sometimes use it. We'll pull that out if we're needing to demonstrate anything at a birth. Next thing I'm pulling out is a little heat pack. This little heat pack, I don't use it too often. Have another little tiny pelvis model. All right, now I have my little bag of essential oils. I do pull that out at quite a few of my births. I only carry probably looks like about 8 with me. I probably use 3 of them more than others. I have a couple of spoons here that are wrapped in plastic just in case we need to do a little spoon feed or something after a delivery. If we have a baby who's in the NICU or not latching well, if we need to, I mean, we can get that at the hospital too. I have some personal things in here for me. Here's some deodorant. I have a little bottle of ibuprofen, which I hardly ever use. I have extra pair of socks just in case I need to switch out socks. I have a little battery pack of fairy lights that I don't use very often. I have a little hand massage tool that I very rarely ever touch. A little drink packet of emergency, it looks like. If I want to put that in my drink, I'll usually carry a water bottle in here too. Here's a couple more pens. Aha, here is a joke. I am pulling out this tiny little baby. It's about 1/2 inch high. One of my girls, as a joke years ago, ordered about 200 of these, and she has just, for the last several years, plopped them in funny places throughout our house and our things. And we'll find these little tiny plastic babies in random places, which is kind of funny. So joke's on me. Next, what do I have in here? What else? I'm getting into pockets I hardly ever open. And I'm sad to say goodbye to this bag, but it is time. It is absolutely time. See some more pens. Wow, I have acquired a lot of pens. And then I just pulled out a little container of hand lotion. This hand lotion is gone for all intents and purposes, but the container of hand lotion I keep on purpose. This is probably over 21 years old, and this was given to me by a client that long ago. A client that meant a lot to me and who was really poignant to me. She had very little. She couldn't pay much for her doula services. I think her sisters got the money together for her to have doula services. She was a single mom. Her baby came early, like at 33 weeks, was in the NICU, and I got a community group together to give her things. She didn't have a lot, and so I found a group that helped donate everything she needed for her baby after he came home. And he's now, we're keeping in touch on social media, and he's grown and big and great. But she, as a gift, gave me a little packet of these 3 different scents of hand lotions, and that was always very special to me. And so this was my favorite scent. I don't even know what it smells like, if anything, anymore. But I keep this as a little token, kind of a talisman, if you will, as a reminder in my bag about how much I love my clients and how important they are to me. So that is just a little reminder. I have a couple external pockets here. Okay, I have some gum. Good to know. A couple little tiny maxi pads for me. Wow, more pens. You guys, embarrassing how many pens I have in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 pens. All right, just in case. And I do take notes at birth, but I do not need 13 pens. I could make better use of space there. And then I have a little pocket on the outside where I keep my name tag. I'll wear a name tag when I go into a lot of hospitals, and just says that I'm a doula. I also have one with my logo on it, and some business cards if people ask for it. And that is the contents of my birth bag. A lot of times it'll have a granola bar, a charger. I usually will have a phone charger in there as well, and a water bottle. So, oh wait, there's one more side pocket here. It's important. Toothbrush and toothpaste. So I do have toothpaste if I need to dash out of birth, and refreshing. There's deodorant, gum, toothpaste. Sometimes that's really refreshing on those long births as well. So, and I now have a new bag, similar components, and I'm going to be putting everything into my new bag, which is sad and exciting. I will commemorate this old bag by throwing it away probably, but I am so grateful to it and for all the literally hundreds and hundreds of births it has attended with me. And wow, it's just kind of a weird moment for me. It is tearing on the inside. The lining is, it's time. I'm glad to be retiring it, but so grateful for the service it's given me. And even more than that, the many, many hundreds and hundreds more of home visits that it's gone with me to help people prepare for labor and birth. So thank you, Birth Bag. I sure appreciate the work you've done, and the families that you've helped me serve. And I'm going to pack all this stuff into a new bag. So that's a little glimpse as to what is in my birth bag. As you prepare a birth bag for the hospital or the birth center, wherever you're giving birth, if it's a home, you don't need to prepare a bag, just prepare your space. But what do you need to take with you? I know what I take with me. I really don't use a lot of it. You may find that you don't use a lot of things that you take to birth as well, but what's important to you? What are the things, the creature comforts, if you will, that the things that are yours and only yours, and maybe they have no other meaning, just like my little empty lotion here that's 20 years old. Maybe they don't have a whole lot of other meaning except just to you. So kind of consider that as you prepare for labor and birth and what you're going to take. You probably don't need 15 pens, but you could take them if you want to. Apparently I just keep stashing pens just in case. But yeah, consider what you need for your comfort to set up your space in your birth space. That's all I got for you today. Thanks for hanging with me today and for being with me on the Ordinary Doula podcast. We are hosted by Hatched and Latched. Please go visit our website, hatchedandlatched.com. We've got all kinds of services there for families in this chapter of life. It's a pretty great chapter, and we like to support you in that chapter. So visit hatchedandlatched.com and hope that you'll come back next time for our next episode, whatever it will be on. We're probably not sure yet, actually. But thanks for being with us here today. And as always, please go out and make an important human connection with someone that you know or someone that you don't, digital, in person, a wink, a nod, a smile, a handshake. Make a connection with someone because we need each other. We're important to each other. And I'll see you again next time.
Thank you for listening to the Ordinary Doula podcast with Angie Rozier, hosted by Hatched and Latched. You can find episode credits in the show notes and more information by visiting hatchedandlatched.com. If this podcast has been helpful to you, please leave a rating wherever you listen to your podcasts. Your support helps us continue having thoughtful conversations about birth, breastfeeding, and postpartum life. Be sure to tune in next time as we continue exploring the many experiences, questions, and realities surrounding the journey into parenthood.